Habari za wanafunzi. I hope you guys have had a good week. I've had a good week too. I'm impressed by most of your work. Good job. Kazi nzuri sana. And I hope you're still practicing speaking and writing. So today we are going to focus on reading and writing. So what I'm going to do is just finish this part on the noun class, and I'm gonna focus today on class agreements for the adjectives and possessives. So as you know, in Swahili the nouns and the adjectives always have to agree. So in the singular, the adjective agrees with the noun by taking the class 3 singular prefix So in the singular it takes and in the plural it takes n. But then sometimes it doesn't. If the plural doesn't have a prefix, then also the adjective will not have a prefix. Let me give you an example. So in the singular, ukuta would be, remember, refu means tall or high. So it would be ukuta mrefu because refu is the root word. So in plural, because it's kuta, it will take n. So it will be kuta ndefu, ndefu. This one, uzi, which is thread. Eupe is white. That's the root word. Remember, if the adjective starts with a vowel, we put mw. So it will be mweupe. But then if it's in plural, which is nyuzi nyeupe, nyuzi nyeupe. So it follows the same pattern. And then possessives, we've covered possessives. So if you wanted to say, just a minute. Sorry. So possessives like singular ufunguo, which is key, funguo, which is plural for keys. It takes wa in the singular and za in the plural. Remember, angu, ako, ake, etu, enu, wao are usually the roots for possessives. So when it's singular for noun class, it will take wa. When it's plural, it will take za. So if it's my, which one can I use? Funguo. Ufunguo, which is just key. My key, it would be ufunguo wangu. Your key, it would be ufunguo wako. My keys, it would be funguo zangu. Then somebody will know it's plural. Funguo zangu. So we are focusing on those two things, adjectives and possessives. And for today, I will just give you an exercise. You will go to class exercise. Then you will try your best. Give your best efforts. Copy this document and do your own work. Rename it with your name so that I can see it's yours. Don't edit, just edit this one. Just copy yours. So for example, jibu maswali, which is answer the questions, which means you have to understand the questions. And I know you guys are able to understand this. I've just put simple sentences. Like for example, mimi ni Mfaransa. I am French. Mimi ni Mfaransa. Ninazungumza, I speak. Kifaransa, remember language always has ki. Kiswahili, Kizungu, Kijerumani, Kiluya, Kikikuyu. So, I speak French. Je usually signifies a question. Je, ninatoka nchi gani? Toka is come from. Nchi gani? Which country do I come from? So it would be, remember countries would be Ufaransa. Ufaransa. So try do this one. Roslyn ni Mgiriki. Roslyn, that's somebody's name. Anaongea lugha ya Kigiriki. Ongea is speak also, or talks. Je, yeye anatoka nchi gani? Where does she come from? So how would you say where she comes from? You get the hint from Mgiriki is, yeah, what kind of person? Kigiriki is what kind of language? Then you come to this, translate into English. Ukuta mrefu. So ukuta, you know, is wall. Mrefu is high. So it's a high wall. Because refu usually signifies tall. But we don't say tall wall. So it's a high wall. Zuri, you know, is good. Uso. What's uso? Remember, you start with the adjective. Good what? Usingizi mzuri. Mzuri is good. What kind of good? What is good? Usingizi, which is sleep. So do your best. Then this is just fill in the empty slots with the correct form of agreements with the possessive. Like my song, this is singular, so wimbo wangu. If it's plural, it would be nyimbo zangu. What is your? Ako. So it will be wako. So try and do your level best. Then this one, write the appropriate adjectival agreement. So if it's ufunguo, what would it be? Kubwa, it doesn't change because it doesn't have the prefix there, so it will just be ufunguo kubwa. Usiku, usiku ndefu, you can say this is tricky because usiku doesn't have singular and plural. So, but if I say usiku ndefu, I will know it is just usiku means night. It's just one night, which was a really long night. Remember, refu is tall, long. So depending on the noun, it will tell you which English word would be appropriate. So usiku ndefu, it's a long night, so it would be usiku ndefu. That's just one. Usiku mrefu would be many nights. So fill in those ones. I will also attach the games that you did last week if you need more practice so that you're able to do this one just to jog your memory. Then you can do this. That's okay too. But this is the exercise for today and I want you to finish it and post it. Thank you.